Good night, fellow punchers. The clock on the wall is 12 minutes past 10 on Tuesday night. Back with a couple for tomorrow. I didn't think I'd be back tonight with a video, to be honest. With Fozzie's funeral on today, I thought I might be missing in action, but no, I didn't. I was at the Mass. He got an absolute huge send-off. I got into Strausston this morning about 25 past 10. Mass was at 11. And when I was at the top of the hill going down towards the roundabout, you could see nothing, only yellow and green jackets. The National Ambulance Service that he was a paramedic with for 2004, I think. There was a guard of honour the full length of the town. There was hundreds of them. The Percy French Hotel car park was full of ambulance vehicles, and they were everywhere. I got into the church because I wanted to get a seat, and there was a lot of reserved area for the paramedics, and there was the daughter's schoolmates, her class. She'd be about 17. The eldest lad would be, I think, 20 in April. He was very courageous. He said a great few words at the start. Met a lot of people that I hadn't met in years, a lot of ex-county footballers, people I used to have pints with after matches years ago. Mass was nearly 1 o'clock before it was over, so I didn't go to the graveyard. I went to the hotel, had lamb stew. I wouldn't be having it again. It was middling. And I decided no pints, because there is a chance I might go to Gowran Park on Thursday. If I was at Hape Guinness tonight, it'd be out of action tomorrow, and then but I have to have. I only thought, or I got a text message today. I have an ECG test at. No, there's nothing wrong with my heart, but I don't know what it was. It's one of those that I don't know. Suppose this is my first one, and I never had heart problems. But it's at 4 o'clock, so I'm going to try and switch that to 4 o'clock Friday, and if I can't do that, I'll go to Gowran. I said there's some porter being drank tonight in town, so anyway, my Fozzie, rest in peace. He was a good one. Where are we here? We had Caroline Bamboo. I would have missed that race today when I came out. I knew it wasn't a runner. I was looking for the excuse, coughing. So I don't know, is that a genuine excuse or not? Will it be out again, or if it's coughing, what's the story? Was it out last night, or I've no idea. We had what? The one in Bish Bash Bosh. Left his race at the start, wasn't that busy. Philip Rothwell continues to be in great form for a year that was in the doldrums for several years. He's flying it this year. We had Kepler's Law absolutely bolting in. I think it was 30 lengths. I didn't pay much heed to the form of the other two. By being placed behind better horses, I was hoping that talent was going to be coming out today, which it did. Then we had a good winner as well with El Elefanti 11-4 in a 4. Well, that was a fantastic price, I thought, in a 4-horse race. Boston from the start. I didn't like the form of the favourites at all, even though it had won the last time. Another horse that was third the last time, like that, just up against better horses. And the one up in Down Royal then was Reed to Return. There was a power of money for that last night, because Charles Burns' horse was handbrake was on, as I was expecting. Late, I was saying before, though, 15-8 or 7-4 out to 3-1, 100-30. I just don't know. Today wasn't the day, but I wouldn't be going near it again. That's twice we went at it and we didn't get any money back. So I wouldn't let me down for a good few pound today now, because I had a tricksy done. And I had a Yankee with 2 up and a non-runner going on to it. Anyway, if we're winning a small few pound, we're not losing money. On to tomorrow. It's dire straits stuff altogether tomorrow. But we've a bus horse running in the 238 at Catterick. Newcomers to the channel, a bus horse is a horse that we tipped up the last time and it won for us. This one is Komedy Kicks. It was formerly trained in Ireland. Well, initially it was trained in Ireland by Jessica Harrington, and it was rated 117 after being 67 on the flat. There was a good run behind Nuzrat and Jazzy Matty going back to 2022. It went from Jessica then to Milton Harris, won 2 races. Then it transferred to Harriet Dick in 1 race, and then to the Skeltons. Eye-catching, I thought, at 25-1 first time out. And then the last day, it was around the Christmas time in Kelso. That's it with the red hat at the very back there.
Places, the black and beige colours of Inspire Hope. Wide outside is There She Goes, and right in there in the mix is Nodding Kansas. They jump that hurdle, and there My Lady Electra made a mistake, and it is There She Goes. Front of She's Not Joking, and Inspire Hope, There She Goes, has dropped in behind them as they head down towards the last furlong, and it is Komedy Kicks, She's Not Joking, and Inspire Hope. Komedy Kicks over has a 2-length advantage. She's Not Joking is not giving up. They're now inside the last 100 yards. It is Komedy Kicks in front for Team Skelton. What a satisfying day in the Borders for Harry.
Put up £5 for that. You'd hope that there might be a little more bit of improvement. As I said earlier, it was rated 117 at one stage. It's 107 now. It's not as simple tomorrow as it was the last day. Wasn't that a mares only race? Just double check. It was, I think. Yeah. Just to be sure, without being corrected. But it's nice to be corrected. Every time I hear that name of that horse, There She Goes, what do I think of? There She Goes, My Rings in Rows. And we're singing that song, right? Komedy Kicks. If we're out to 9-2, 5-1, it'll probably drift. To back it each way, rather than giving the money that we won the last day, giving it back to those bookies. Why have a Kempton 8 o'clock up here? 8 runners in it. Oh yeah. Artistic Star, if you get 5-1, I'm not going to put it up in the description. You can make your own decision. It's a classy horse. When they did keep it in training, this actually ran in an Epsom Derby behind Auguste Rodin in 2023. 2 runs in 24. And I think that's its trip, the 10 furlongs. And the ran of the last year, it ran out of puff. Now, there was a good bit of money for it, and it was off for a good while. And it's back 1-3, and the race will bring it on. Glyn Rovers, or the Glyn Rovers, the Langers will be given out to me, is out of the handicap, couple of pound. So is Gassi, and Dream Harder is running off its right rating there, isn't it? It is. Why is there a 2? Maybe it's dropping £2 after this run. But if you got 5-1, back that each way, Artistic Star. There's an each way shot here as well in not a great race. There's a couple of question marks to be answered about I'm Too Tired and Get a Superstar, but I thought Mr Mahler for Sue Smith. Again, it's an each way bet there. If you got 9-2, 5-1, and you could actually do an each way double with the one in the Komedy Kicks. This slightly eye-catching, I thought, the last time. On its first run, started. If you take it from the get-go, it was rated 96 first going handicap hurling after probably the handbrake on a few times there or in maiden hurls. Went off 33 to 1, doing nothing. But switched to fences the last day, down to 85 for Sue Smith. She had a winner the other day, and she sort of hits for him no more than Venetia. She sort of stays in for him. This is a 7-year-old, but I thought it was eye-catching enough, and they're bringing it back to the same track, and they're upping it 3 furlongs. This is it back here, and you think it was going to fall out to the back of the television at that point. But it runs fairly well.
2 lanes back to the now pushed along Mr Mahler, and following that blunder, Conquer the Breeze.
And he jumped well all through. Bar one back here, he missed.
3 furlongs left to travel, and 3 more to jump. Low
White
mileage
hat.
pressed on the outside and passed now by Pescatorius. Caficionado has gone off in pursuit, but still has some 6 lengths to find. And Pescatorius is getting away now on the approach to the last open ditch. Pescatorius jumps soundly from in second, Low Mileage, who's been closed down by Caficionado.
He's actually
back to a 1-pace Burlier Express. Mr Mahler struggling to make any impression, and Conquer the Breeze was pulled up. Here's the final fence coming up. Pescatorius up and over by 4 to Caficionado, who's trying hard to close the gap. Back in third.
Look at the distance here
on
now.
this long run in for home. It is Pescatorius in the hands of Bradley Harris. Pescatorius, the best turned out winner, comfortably holding on here from Caficionado, who's not making any impact near the finish, and this will go to Pescatorius, who wins for the first time.
And look at the distance
Caficionado
there.
is second, Low Mileage was third, and fourth.
Finished fourth there, and they weren't too busy on him. Handbrake was up. Some of hers comes on a good bit for the run first time as well, and she's had a winner. Could be an each way bet with an each way. The 2 of them are, if you get 9-2, and the 2 of them do an each way double. Gowran is on Thursday. I put up Yemen at 7-1 an anti-post bet. I think it's 5-1. But I think the Galmoy, the decks are out today. There's 10 declared. I think there's a bet in it, and I think the bet in it is Hiddenvalley Lake. Rated 154, equal with Asterior Furlange. Buddy 1 is 153, and the rest are all down the pecking order. And Asterior Furlange is getting the £5. But if you look at the form of, I think Asterior Furlange needs better ground. I think yielding to soft is his preferred optimum conditions. That won the Grade 2 at 1. That's the Boyne hurl in last February. Beat Beacon Edge. Like going back to being second to Monty Star, winning a couple of Grade 3. Third to Strong Leader. And that ground would have been a bit on the dry side for it in the Aintree hurl. But then against in the long walk, it was second, and it was his first run. It definitely will improve for the run, and this was good to soft. It's better on deeper ground. We were on Strong Leader, who had wind problems that day.
Pass behind him, and they're about to turn into the home straight with 3 furlongs left to cover. 2 more flights to take. Beauport is trying to burn them all off here in the long walk. He leads by 2 lengths. Crambo, Blue
Keep
King
an eye on this lad as well.
eyeballing each other throughout. Here's 2 out. Beauport, huge leap there from the leader, led by a length and a half. On the outside, Crambo defending his title. Blue King Daru and Catterick on the inside is keeping going together with in 5th place Hiddenvalley Lake. The final flight for Beauport. Another big leap. Crambo is out after him. He's drawing almost alongside Beauport, being gathered in by Crambo and Hiddenvalley Lake on the near side as they race up towards the line. Crambo's in front. Hiddenvalley Lake lunging very, very late. Crambo and Hiddenvalley Lake. Crambo held on. Defends the long walk title from Hiddenvalley Lake.
It'll come on for the run. See the run of the Wall Park as well. That was the first time in JP's colours they would have had a plan for that. I was just looking at it there. I said it was screaming per temps straight away, but they have it in the stairs actually. So I don't know what road they're going down on, but there's a race in it in his colours without a doubt. This is a 5-2 shot. I think he'll go off shorter. Asterion Furlonge. It's getting the pure pound, but that's a good steer. And the ground will suit. And I believe someone told me today that there's rain coming as well. So if there's rain coming, it'll suit. And it won't suit Asterion Furlonge, a buddy one. So that'll be, on this video, that'll be my 2-point play. Now, where am I here? Yeah, that's me. Bash the bookies, over and out.